Day 87, non-conformity comfort journey up at the local allotment food business. Weeding. It's very windy today, so I don't know if this tripod is going to stay. That might work. Microphones are. Yeah, I don't know what I'm talking about today. Huge pile of manure here. Oh dear. So yeah, ordering some trees for the garden at home to expand the fruit. The raspberries are doing well. I just like the idea of being as independent as possible. Healthier, cheaper, better for the environment. So many benefits, and it's just enjoyable being outside in the elements. Moving your body, squats. You're essentially squatting a lot of the time. So yeah, I'm getting a lot of enjoyment out of doing this different type of work. You're outdoors, the fresh air, sunshine. Fantastic. He's going to sell me some compost from this big, massive pile of compost food behind me, which is great. So I'm going to up the food garden at home and really see how much back engineer, reverse engineer exactly what we want to be eating, and then hone in on those, like, I don't know, 10, 15, 20, I don't know, those things, and grow them really well and get the seeds. You can get like these onions that are to the right of me. You can get storage onion seeds. So then when you grow them and pick them all, I picked all these onions out the other day, and then you just rest them to chill out for a bit. And then these are called storage onions, I learned. So then you can store them throughout the winter and they last as long as they're all good and kind of separated in a cool, dry place. Oh, we're bouncing. And there's all sorts of tricks and tips and things to learn about this. It's endless, really. Nature is incredible. And I just think we've become a little bit removed from that. I don't know why. We're not really taught much about this in school, which is a shame, because I mean, supermarkets now, just some people, I guess, might grow up just not even knowing where food actually comes from. They just go to a store, or I guess people aren't even going to the store. So children, all this food just arrives. They've got no idea, have they, where it comes from or how you grow it. So I think it's becoming a bit of a lost art, with maybe a resurgence as well in ways by people, especially with food prices going up. So Nonconformity Food Garden, if you want to go to that website link below, we're just going to ask for £10 as your initial commitment. You'll get to join the private community of people that are into this. You can then get on board and help shape it. Like nonconformitypartner.com, you can launch your idea with us. You can apply to launch your idea, and if it applies, we'll share the profits 50-50. The Nonconformity Food Garden model is, we'll take all of care of all the hard work, and we'll get the best seeds. We'll break down the education and post you those seeds once a month with just what to do, and grow it from there. And then it's easily digestible. You can just be doing every month, chipping away at this, because there's obviously, you've got to do certain things, certain seeds, plant in certain time periods, etc., and harvest and sow the seeds, plant the seeds, harvest the crops. So that's what we're going to do with that. And I like the model. Seeds don't cost very much, and there are different types of seeds, the heirloom, the organic, etc. So we're going to get the best and just make it really digestible. I think that's just I would pay for this business, so that's why I'm making it. I'm making things that I need myself, and just showing you how you can take complex things, take growing trends, take things that people are into. I do remember in the last recession, there's obviously a lot of businesses did very, very well, like the home brewing stuff, like homemade wine, homemade ciders, homemade beer kits and things like that. So even in recession, which there could well be a massive recession in 2025, yeah, we're kind of due. And that's why you should be working for yourself as well. You need to make yourself recession proof, and you need to make yourself I'm trying to make myself proof of everything. So if the power goes down, it doesn't matter. If food dries up, it doesn't matter. And because it just seems a bit fragile. The world just seems a little fragile at the minute. Or maybe just there's quite a lot of war going on and things like that. So who knows what's going to happen? Apparently there's enough land in the UK to feed the whole world if people were just eating food. Obviously a lot of that stuff then gets turned into other things which don't really feed us. They are food, but they don't really feed us. And so that's interesting. A very interesting book by Colin Tudge called The Great Rethink, where he goes into this. It's a very in-depth book with all of these kind of this information, and kind of thinking about how to go forward with farming, with food, with feeding people, with growing populations, etc. And what we've got to do. So yeah, I'm just very into all this food stuff. I remember when I got into cooking, I started learning about ingredients. I read a book called Not on the Label, and I was a bit horrified. I started calling Asda and just asking them if this was true and things like that, and they eventually cut me off because I called them a few too many times. I think they must have a note on the system going like, yeah, the psycho's calling. Well, psycho's a bit strong, isn't it? But they probably thought I was just a time waster, or just, yeah. Anyway, babbling on. 87. I've got a week to do these templates. I've been thinking about it while doing the gardening today, and it's just going to be a case of systematically going through and doing it. And then I'll chuck a load of content on there. We're just making them very simple with the words. And then once it's there, it's easy to have a break and then come back to it and add it. I just need to get all the intricacies, the links, and the mobile versions and the desktop versions of 24 websites done. So I guess we've got the home page and then 3 main pages on each side. So that's 4 times 24, 96 pages. Plus there's the 4 pages at the bottom of every site, the about, contact, cookies, and legal. So that's another 4 pages. That's 100 pages. Exactly. Well, I never. Yeah, just 100 pages to do. But it's like, it's not so bad. It's not so bad. I'm gonna Wednesday, I'm priming myself for Wednesday to rattle through all that, but enjoy doing it as well. I'm really happy with the websites. I'm happy how everything's coming to life. I'm happy with the colours on the sites. So we've got the branding sorted. I'm loving the logo on the right-hand side with right justified. The Y's match up with the nonconformity, and whether it's company, because that ends in Y, and university ends in Y. So nonconformity ends in the Y, and then underneath the 2 Y's match up nicely, and it just is a bit of a non-conformist way to do the logo, because most logos would be left justified or centered, and most of them would be in the center of the page or the left hand side of the page. We're doing the opposite of everybody else. Right justified and the right hand side of the page text. And I love that because it kind of says a lot about what we're trying to do here. We're just trying to do something a bit different and show you how easy businesses are, show you how to set up businesses, inspire you to set up your own businesses, inspire you to take control of the areas of your life and start living, doing what you want to be doing. Start taking your dreams seriously. Write them down, start talking about them and getting on with it. Don't have them as this thing of the imagination. Get serious about your dreams. We'll leave it there. Just get serious about your dreams. All right.